Brakathe Yahweh, Brakathe Yahushai, Brakathe Yahweh, Brakathe Yahushai, Brakathe Yahweh, Brakathe Yahushai, Call Halayim La, Alahayanawa, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakodash, Tawada, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. Double honors for my elder apostles, what the elder bishops, a great millstone who taught me this truth, continue to teach me this truth. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, and to the Israelites that scattered abroad. To you I say Shalom. It's the brothers about Dawadah coming again through the spirit of prayer. Yahweh Shem Yahushai. I don't want to write you be edified. Alright. And tonight, this lesson is more so just going into, as we know, it's so-called Halloween. Okay, the so-called holiday for the world, for Babylonians, and people of this world. Okay, this fake holiday. Okay, or more so a Helliday, I would like to say. But yeah, it's October 31st, 2023. And yeah, it's a so-called holiday to this world. And you know what? Let's look up real quick. Let's go to the etymology real quick. It just popped in my head. Holiday. That's crazy because I don't remember. I really don't remember looking up this word in etymology, but here it is. So I guess I did look it up. I just don't remember. But say holiday, a noun, a holy day, which all Esau did was change the Y to I. Okay, but a holy day, consecrated day, religious anniversary, Sabbath, holy, meaning both religious festival and day of exemption from labor and recreation, but pronunciation and sense diverged since the 16th century. Okay, so pretty much what he did was take a holy day, and pretty much what this is the world's holy day. Okay, this isn't Yahweh Shem Yahushai's holy days. Okay, this is Esau's holy days. These Hellidays, so-called holidays, all he did was change the Y to I. Okay, and these are days that he as the world would say or see it as a holy day. Okay, a consecrated day, a religious, as it says, a religious anniversary. Okay, so you have I don't even know how many so-called holidays that that he has made up, because all these are fake ass days. Okay, none of these days are real. These are all man-made days. All right, but I mean, I don't know. I think about 10. I mean, I could be wrong. It could be more. I don't know. I'm just jumping off the top of my head. 10, I'm guessing minimum. All right, so-called holy days. So this is more so of a holiday in our eyes, but in his eyes, these days that are praised, I would say, okay, are looked at as holy days. All right, but today, is a day that they look at as a holy day. Really, these mugs. I was gonna say something else, but a lot of these mugs don't even know, the actual meaning behind none of these, so-called holidays. They just celebrate them because they're man-made. They've grown up to them. It's embedded in them. You know what I'm saying? And it's instilled from year upon year, generation upon generation. All right, and a lot of these people that are of this world don't look up the meanings of these days and why they came to be and how they came to be, because a lot of these days, are more so. How do I say? Well, I wouldn't say a lot of these days are more so pertaining to Israelites, but because I'm thinking about something else. Salaki for that. But a lot of these days are just are praise and worship to uh, worldly things. Worldly festivals, worldly activities. Things that really are fake and don't matter to um, the Lord. Okay, it all goes to praising more so Esau, all right, and the left hand side, all right, because the Lord doesn't condone in any of these days, all right. Let's see here. I do have Halloween and the etymology of Halloween, all right, which is a noun. Okay, it's called the Eve of All Saints Days. All right, it says the last night of the year in the old Celtic calendar, where it was old year's night, a night for witches. Okay, which is where you get more so a lot of the demonic, side of things, or the where people dress up and it's all scary looking, and you dress your house up in like all these demonic looking things and skulls and pretty much that represent death and things of such sort. Okay, it says a night for witches, and which really more so this is a pagan. It says a pagan holiday given a cursory baptism. Okay, so these so-called holidays are all paganistic holidays. They're pagan holidays, and the Lord goes into tells us that that we shouldn't be partaking in these pagan holidays. Okay, because more so is really following the way of the heathen, which we'll get that. I do believe I have that down, that scripture down. Okay, but we're not supposed to follow the way of the heathen. All right, these holidays or so-called holidays are paganistic holidays. All right, let's see, because I don't have pagan. Let's see. We'll go pagan, and then we'll go paganism. It says, which is a noun, it says person of non-Christian or non-Jewish faith. Okay? People that don't believe in Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay? Having non-Jewish faith, which we know who the real Jews are anyway. So who don't have faith in Yahweh Shem Shai. Alright? These people are the ones that celebrate these holidays. Alright? And not that it really matters, but there was many individuals at work today, as far as guests is concerned, coming in, both adults and children, dressed up in these costumes. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. It says pagan, villager, rustic, civilian, non-combatant. Okay, country people, province, rural district. Okay. That's related to maybe it says Pangir, to fix fasting, to fasting. Okay, let's see what it says for paganism real quick. And they do this wholeheartedly. You know what I'm saying? They are like full-fledged down for this so-called holiday. All right, and it's not just that; it's all of them. This Thanksgiving, which they give you a false definition, all right, and of what Thanksgiving is, all right, so-called Christmas, all right, all these New Year's, what is it? I can't even think. Valentine's Day, Easter, okay. Columbus Day. I mean, it's just all made. It's all man-made. It's all made up. All right. It says religious belief, paganism, a noun, religious belief and practices of pagans. Okay, and that's what they do. When these days come around, it's pretty much the most biggest season of the year. Those last 3 months of the year, all right, October, November, December, all right, are pretty much the most biggest the most biggest 3 months of the year, most celebrated months of the year. All right. Let's see. So, I did look up. Um, go to the internet. I have. What does Halloween mean? Okay. And they're not going to give you, much of anything. I more so was, because this ain't really talking about anything. I more so wanted to go down to these where it says people also ask. And I just want to click on a couple of these, and then we'll bring out a couple of scriptures and we'll call it that. But the Lord tells us that that we're not supposed to be celebrating any of this, because none of this stuff pertains to Him in the high holy days. It says, what is the real meaning of Halloween? Yet the Halloween holiday has its roots in the ancient Celtic festival in Samhain, a pagan religious celebration to welcome the harvest at the end of the summer, when people would light bonfires and wear costumes to ward off ghosts. And this was 2 years ago, October 26, 2021. All right, so the definition of what Halloween was 2 years ago. All right, but once again, it's highlighted what it says. You see what pretty much matters. It says a pagan religious celebration, which that word pagan was going into a non-Christian or non-Jewish faith, non-Jewish faith or non-Christian faith. All right. So these people are people that don't believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Okay, because if you were a believer in Him, you wouldn't be celebrating this. He tells us not to. All right. Let's see. What is the spiritual meaning of Halloween? Celts believed that on the night before the new year, the boundary between the worlds of the living and the dead became blurred. So, what? They come together because it's blurred? That's what I take from it. It says on the night of October 31st, they celebrated Samhain, when it was believed that the ghosts of the dead returned to the earth. Okay, so these, this is all Esau, definitions. All right, but it's more so really of because it's all man-made. So this is his definition of how it came to be. Okay, what is the origin of trick-or-treating? The history of trick-or-treating traces back to Scotland and Ireland, where the tradition of, I'm guessing that's guising. Let's see. Let's see if I go dictionary. See, I just want to hear the word. Okay, see, now we're doing too much. Just see. Let's go to the website, see what pops up. Guising. Scottish children traditionally donned costumes and pretended to be malicious spirits. As they went guising around the local streets, it was believed that by disguising themselves, they would blend in, with any wandering spirits and remain safe from harm. See, so this is all demonic. This is all left hand stuff, man. All left hand stuff. Right. The history of trick-or-treating traces back to Scotland and Ireland, with a tradition of guising, going house to house at Halloween and putting on a small performance to be rewarded with food or treats, goes back at least as far as the 16th century, as does the tradition of people wearing costumes at Halloween. Okay, so, and this is nothing but just left hand, witchcraft. Okay, because it clearly said a night for witches as far as the etymology concerned for Halloween. All right. Let's see. Who invented Halloween? Ancient history of Halloween. Halloween's origins date back to the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain. the Celts who lived 2,000 years ago, mostly in the area that is now Ireland. I ain't gonna click on that. So you get the point. Who said trick or treat first? I don't care. So I really didn't mean to click on that. What are the pagan rituals of Halloween? Bonfires, guising or mumming, divination, sainting, veneration of the dead, feasting. Okay, so we get the point. You know what? The thing about it is, tomorrow, November 1st, 2023, all right, you turn on the news and you're going to hear about, how much people, how much, how many people are going to die tomorrow, or tonight, I should say. Salakia. All right, it's this day is so demonic, and this is a big day for, the so-called white man and what they bring to the table as far as praising and worshiping this day. All right, a lot of ritualistic shit. All right, witchcraft, sorcery. Okay. All this stuff goes into that. All right, this is a huge demonic day, and the Lord is gonna allow these demons go ahead and let loose. All right, and they're gonna feel like they have the power. They've been doing it. You know what I'm saying? That is them with their sorcery and witchcraft that allowed this whatever situation happened, but more so it's going into the Lord doing it. Okay. And deceiving these individuals, and a lot of people, like I said, about to die tonight. All right, a lot of people don't know that tonight is their last night in this world. All right, and this is besides so-called Christmas, this is one of the most celebrated so-called holidays in this world. All right, besides so-called Christmas. All right. So we'll go ahead and get a couple scriptures. We'll start off in Jeremiah 10:1. All right. And it reads, "Hear ye the word which the Lord Yahweh speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe." Now, what does that sound like? It sounds like the damn Christmas tree. Okay, they cut out the trees. They cut out the trees out of the forest. All right, or wherever they get them from. All right, and they stand them up in the house, put them in a corner or wherever the best place to them may be for the tree. All right, and then they decorate it. All right, put all types of whatever they put on it to make it look better than just having a plain tree. Just real quick, let's go to the blue letter, and I want to look up that word custom.
Strong's H 2708. Chaka.
Okay, Haka. It says statute, ordinance, limit, enactment, something prescribed. Statute. Okay. Enactment, decree, ordinance, law in general, conditions, enactments, decrees, civil enactments prescribed by the Most High. Okay, so the customs of the people are vain. How they go about things, what they celebrate, why they celebrate it. All right, the mind frame that they have when taking on these activities. Okay, for the customs of the people are vain, for one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workman with the axe. Let's see what that says through the NLT. Their ways are futile and foolish. They cut down a tree, and a craftsman carves an idol. Yeah, cause that and yeah, that's more so of an idol, because you have a so-called Christmas tree, you decorate it, you put presents, under the tree, all right, and give it to, your so-called, your loved ones or whatever the case may be, or gifts to others, other individuals, friends, close loved ones, whatever the case may be, boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, husband, so on, whatever. Okay, that's more so of an idol. It's like a worship. Now, granted, obviously you wouldn't see it that way because you're of the world. You know what I'm saying? But those that are of the truth, they understand why this is likened unto an idol. Okay, it's you made it a big deal. You make it a big deal, but it's because you're of the world. Okay. Verse 4 says, they deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers that it move not. Yeah, and that's what you put the little, more so, it's like the little green stand where you put the tree in. Or more so, we now, it's talking about right here, it was given the situation of Christmas, so-called Christmas. But that's what you do. You put the tree in a little stand. You fasten it down with nails, that way it don't move. You put all type of different decorations. You try to put some swag to the tree, your own little personal style to it. You decorate it with Christmas lights and put a star on the top of it. Okay, and that's I mean, if you don't see that, like, that's verbatim. I mean, you don't even need nothing, you don't really need no deep, definition, or no deep sentence to tell you, what this is. Okay, I mean, you reading it should already know what is being talked about. 5, it says, they are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also is it in them to do good. Okay, so I bring that out just for an example of, although we talking about Halloween here, all right, there's different things that these people of the world do to celebrate, these holidays. Okay, you have Halloween, you dress up and pass out candy. I don't know how that came about, but we read it, and as far as Scotland and Ireland is concerned, that's where it came from, as far as putting on a performance for a small treat. Okay, that has nothing to do with celebrating Yahweh Shem Yahshai and praising and worship Yahweh Shem Yahshai whatsoever. Okay, Thanksgiving, Christmas, all right. They turned Thanksgiving into something completely different. They changed the whole narrative of what Thanksgiving is. Christmas, they put a whole narrative of that's supposed to be the Messiah's birthday. You pass out gifts to loved ones, and you cook and fellowship amongst your loved ones and family, and give thanks to, like, come on, bro. And like I said, these Christmas and Halloween are the most two celebrated, so-called holidays, known to man. Let's go to Colossians, because I didn't want this to be long. We're already going on about to be 30 minutes. Colossians 2:8, it reads, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Hamashiach. Okay, and that's what this is. You have a lot of individuals who are following the tradition of men. Okay, because these traditions, or so-called traditions, are of the world. All right, and it's easy for people of this world that are used to something being embedded in them, instilled in them over and over again, just to follow something over and over again. All right, these so-called holidays have been passed down from generation upon generation upon generation. All right, and if the Lord doesn't open your eyes and see what this really is, then you're going to be one of those individuals that continue to fall victim to these so-called holidays, falling victim to the tradition of men. All right, let's go to Deuteronomy. Lord's will you be edified. I wasn't trying to ramble. All right, but I mean, like I said, man, a lot of people, hey, this day has got to be, if not the most wicked day known to men, because a lot of stuff as far as witchcraft, sorcery, okay, idolatry, okay, iniquity happens on this day. All right, a lot of stuff behind closed doors happens on this day, because a lot of people are gonna be doing what they do, as far as drugs and drinking and smoking and you know, whatever floats their boat. All right, and a lot of people, more so women, are about to be taken advantage of. Because all Israel want to do is party and bullshit. Which is why the Lord allows them to go through the bullshit that they go through. Wake up in the morning not knowing what the hell happened last night. So this Deuteronomy 12, 29 through 32, it reads, when the Lord Yahweh thy power shall cut off the nations from before thee, whither thou goest to possess them, and thou succeedest them and dwellest in their land, take heed to thyself that thou be not snared by following them. After that they be destroyed from before thee, and that thou inquire not after their power, saying, how did these nations serve their powers? Even so will I do likewise. Thou shalt not do so unto the Lord thy power, for every abomination to the Lord Yahweh which he hateth have they done unto their powers. For even their sons and their daughters have they have burnt in the fire to their powers. What thing soever I command you, observe to do it. Thou shalt not add thereto nor diminish from it. So you have these individuals who go about serving their powers. You got, the Lord said that roughly paraphrasing, the Lord said that thou shalt serve, thou shalt not have any powers before me, or no gods before me. Thou shalt not serve no gods before me, roughly paraphrasing. All right, these holidays can be looked at as a god or as an idol, okay? Because a lot of people, they actually look forward to the end of the year, all right, to do, to partake in, the hot costume parties, all right, or Thanksgiving, or Christmas and Christmas parties, and you got the you dress up in costumes. Who has the best looking costume? Whether it's or the ugly sweater costume, or ugly sweater, who has the best ugly sweater, or whatever the case may be. I mean, it's just all BS. And Jake is so easy to fall victim to it. Okay, and worship it and look at it as an idol. All right, instead of worshiping the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, this the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai does not enter into their minds. Like they really go all out when it comes to these so-called holidays. It's what, 11:19. All right, where I'm at. So I at this time I already know, you already got people, at, whether it's a house party, whether it's a gathering, whether it's at an event, wherever it's taking place, whether it's in a major city, you got a majority. It's a lot of Jake individuals there. All right, taking heed to seducing spirits. Jake just don't understand, and the Lord gonna allow them to fall victim to it. Let's go to Matthew. Matthew 4:4, it says, "But he answered and said, It is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Most High." All right. Let's go to Jeremiah, so I get the point of why I brought that out. We'll start at 1, point being in 2. Oh, Salakia. That's not it. I'm sorry, Salakia. I wrote the wrong one down. All right, but we'll go back to Matthew 4:4. Matthew 4:4, it says, "But he answered and said, It is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of the Most High." Okay, and I bring that scripture out, more so of the example of by, living of this world. Okay, you got a lot of individuals that, like I said, as we already know, that participate in these holiday parties and activities, dressing up as far as Halloween is concerned. Okay, they really don't know the real meaning of what Thanksgiving is. Okay, as far as they just thinking that it's to kill. I mean, not to kill, but to eat. All right, eat dinner with the family, which is something that you do mostly on a daily basis. Okay, Christmas, bearing gifts, showing your loved ones, that you love them and giving them gifts or whatever the case may be. Whatever it is that you do, it has nothing to do with you. How about Shemi Shai? Okay. He says, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Most High. That's how you're supposed to be living, not of this world. But you have so many individuals that live of this world, that are of this world, all right, and they're not living by every word that proceedeth out of the Most High. Because if they were, they wouldn't be partaking in these events. Now, I'm almost guarantee you that tomorrow, you look up on the news, all right, whether it's before you go to work, if you're off, whatever, throughout the day, you check the news, you're going to hear something that happens, and it's going to be in more than one city or more than one state. This is one of the days that the Lord allows Satan to come out and wreak havoc on the world. All right. So this has been a lesson on Halloween, a paganistic holiday. All right, Lord's will, you were edified. Through the Spirit, if that's what the Lord allows me to title it, then that's what it's going to be, because I didn't have a title for the lesson. All right, if not, there'll be something else. But Lord willing, you were edified. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to my elder apostles, what the elder bishops of great millstone, who taught me the truth to continue to teach me the truth. Peace and blessings to the hope of elect. And with that, I want to say Kwam Yasharallah and Abba Baba. Shalom.